Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach, and I'm going to continue working on this compiler project thing, which I'm actually going to rename to AutoWeave. The past couple of days have been a little hard for a couple of reasons, and it's been really hard to think about how this is going to work and do it somewhat cleanly. And part of it is I'm trying just to hack something together, but I'm been a little bit concerned about going down a path that would end up not working. And one of the things I've always tried to do is, even if I need to get something done quick, is to spend a little bit of time thinking about what this is actually going to do. And something that to me feels a little bit more complicated than usual, I really wanted to think more through this. And the other thing was the name of the project was like, as I started thinking about this, I'm like, I don't know if I want to use TACAN. I may want to just try to build a proxy thing and just have fun with that. And maybe I'm going to keep it that way. So I'm actually going to end up creating a new repository. I'll call it AutoWeave. And that is where everything is going to go. So the thing that's been really difficult in my mind is, and I don't know why, but I've been trying to think about, the fact that you get multiple analyzers giving multiple diagnostics. And as you start to change the tree based on what code fixes may do, how do you remember what the previous ones were? Because you're going to lose them. They're going to go away. And so I spent some time looking at like a rewriter or using annotations. And I think I stumbled across, I stumbled on the idea of using annotations and basically using that to keep track of things. It seems to be the right thing to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run all the analyzers and find out their locations and nodes. And I'm going to annotate those nodes, use what I'm trying to think about here. So annotate those nodes and basically create a new route based on those nodes. Okay, so, and these may be across multiple trees, like this one maybe here, you may have two over here and one over here and one over here. So you got to remember which ones are with which. But if like a node is in a particular tree, then that's the one that you target. Anyway, you annotate all of them, you create a new route, and then for each annotated node, you remember what diagnostic it was from, and you look for code fixes that can fix that diagnostic. And you pass in that thing into the code fix, let the code fix do its thing. You get a new route back, but that route is still going to have all the other nodes in there that were annotated. And so you can keep going through all of them that remain, and just, unless they're removed, that's the thing. I mean, if a code fix inadvertently removes a node that was annotated from a previous diagnostic, oh well. As I go for eaching through these things, I have to say, well, maybe they got removed. And, I think what I'm going to have to do is basically, and I am concerned about doing like a while loop. I don't want to keep going, while there are nodes in the tree that, well, no, that should be fine, because I'm not doing a reanalysis. I'm not doing another analyzer run over them. I'm just doing this once. So I can just keep saying, while there are any annotated nodes, find the first one and do that. Okay. All right. So, yay. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is, because I think the way I want to test this at some point is I want to have a project that I can load and have it referencing my Transpire package that has a couple of analyzers in it. The problem is it only has one analyzer in it, so I want to have two. I figured since I want to have a way to test multiple analyzers, multiple diagnostics and whatever, rather than trying to hack something up, why don't I try to do something with this package that I already have been planning to do and then just put that in there. So I'm going to kind of do a side divergence here for a while, which is part of, eventually part of this, which is to put another analyzer in Transpire. So if I come over here and I go to Transpire, good. And I'm going to come over here to issues. And I think one of them is, change DateTime to DateTime now. Okay. And this one is part of 2. I'm going to make this part of no. I'm going to make this part of 0.3.0. Yep. And I'm just going to say that this one is its own thing. Okay. And it's in this repository, so we're going to basically steal a lot of code. Okay. All right. So, there's a new DateTime analyzer. Well, what does this do? So that's okay. We're gonna have fun with this. Maybe we actually, because there's 2 analyzers in here. One's the DateTime now one. I think this is trying to find when you do a simple member access expression is of the kind, dot token, and I may be able to do this as an operation, but we'll just do this for now. We'll just kind of copy and paste enough because I know this pretty much works, so we should be good. Okay, we're gonna be. This one is finding data, and we have the code fix provider. So we're gonna do this one first. Ooh. Well. Holy crap, I didn't notice that GitHub has that now. That's quite interesting. Okay, so we're going to let's back everything out of here because we should. I was kind of playing with code and I didn't want to go too far. We shouldn't have anything in here that says like commit. Right? Yeah, we don't. Okay, good. So let's close all this. We're going to say git new branch, and what did I call that? No, I don't need that. Thank you. That's 1. Okay, 1 DateTime now analyzer. Good. And we're in the right one. Awesome. We're going to come over to here first, and we're going to make this. Really? I thought we did. Existing item. I thought we had a directory. Yeah, we do. Okay, I just never put it in as an item here. There we go. So we're going to make this a 2. There we go. Let's check all the versioning and stuff because of reasons. Manage. Thank you. Packages for solution. Do we have any new ones? Because why not new all the things? Updates. Are there any updates? Oh, there are. Sure. It's for the, I'm assuming it's for the extensibility project. So we'll just have fun with that and see what happens. All right. Anyway, we got that. So now we're going to come back over here and we're going to say that. We're going to do that and say the name is that. And then let's do a raw. Copy all that. Paste all that. Give me all the usings. Right? Yes. Thank you. Not everything is there. That's fine. There. Yes. So the way I'm doing this is descriptors. So finding new GUID, we're going to want a finding now descriptor factory. Sounds more Java-like that way. Okay, so how does this one work? Okay, I'm going to kind of just grab all this and public. So that's public static class, except no, we're going to have 2 there. And this is going to all be that. Okay. All right, let's come back here. And yes, so these are the constants. Yeah. So this is usage. That's the code fix description. That's the diagnostic ID, which we're not going to care about. The message is this. I don't know if you're supposed to use a period there or not. Find usage of DateTime now. Okay. Accept that. So we got that going for us. And now, hold on, I got to move my my headphones. Okay. So we're going to come back here, except the way I've been doing the analyzers is like that. So what I can say here is I can just say, this is the rule. And I set that equal to finding DateTime now, except it's descriptor. But you don't know what that is because it's in a, and that should be enough. Okay. Yes, special variety for properties, because all the things, special variety properties, okay. And you want, yeah, so that was, let's just do this the same way. It doesn't really matter, I think, what order they come in, but good. And now we're going to say rule, except it's this. No, it's DateTime now. Yeah. Okay, good. And now all this stuff should be pretty much the same. What is values? Yeah, we can't assume that. Okay, so what we can do is kind of like what I'm doing down here, which is get the GUID symbol. Right? Because that's what we want to say is the display name type. Yeah, because if it's now, that's fine. I could do this as probably an operation, but whatever. What we're trying to say is var date time symbol is equal to that, except we want to say date time. Okay. So now what we want to say is do these symbols equal? Okay. Which is symbol date time symbol. Okay. And now we can say member no name identifier get location. There. So that's the first half of it. And since we're here, let's go grab all the tests. Finding DateTime now analyzer. Okay. Yeah, I was actually reading code. How hilarious is that? It's like sometimes you don't put 2 and 2 together. It's like you just could put a string there. That's all you need. That's all you need. Okay. Well, let's do this, that, the thing, stuff, public static class, finding DateTime now analyzers, and we can hacky hackness. Okay. And we're going to say, and missing usings, except this is going to be finding DateTime Now Analyzer. Okay, which we want to have as that. So we want finding, yes, that. What is that? You don't know what that is, but you do now, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Come on and tell it. Yeah, come on. Why don't you do that down here? You know, that would have been nice. Let's see if this one works. It should. I don't see why it wouldn't. I was at Chipotle for lunch today with my wife, and they were playing Whatta Man by Salt and Pepper. And I can't get that out of my head. You just hear a song, and it's like, whether you want it there or not, it's just hooked, you know, and I cannot get that song out of my head. All right, that passes. That's good. Okay. And no, I am not going to sing What a Test, What a Test, What a Mighty Good Test. No, I am not doing that. I will not. I shall not. Can I just... This is actually going to... Good. Now, we have a slight problem in that I want to grab targets. And what do I want to grab? Oh, God. Ooh, this is going to be bad because I can't... I mean, I could get this on my machine, but does that still work? If I did this... There's this one little trick that used to... Sure. Let's see if this loads. That must have went away because it doesn't work anymore. There was this little GitHub 1 site, and it actually loaded all. Although I'm wondering if now, because you could actually open with GitHub Desktop. No, I want to open it up like right here, right now. Another song by Van Halen. So, which isn't helping focus, Jason. Okay. I'd love to be able to like pull this forward because I can't see. Find it, analyze when calling DateTime Now. Sure. So what we want is this kind of code, except we're going to yoink, doink, slam dunk that. Okay. And what we should see here is, yeah, that gives you 1. This is right out of the gate. We're just trying to like say that there you go. So actually what we want to do is this. So I'm going to grab that. It's 1. How smart are you going to be? You are so smart. You are so ridiculously smart. That's just amazing. That's amazing. GitHub announced Copilot yesterday, and you know, then tell us stuff here. Oh, one failed. Of course, one failed. Why did you? Oh, I know why. I bet I made a really bad assumption here in Get Diagnostics. I said, yeah. Yeah, that was a bad assumption. T. Where T is a diagnostic analyzer, where T supports a new constructor. I keep doing this wrong. I thought you couldn't do that. I guess size new T, which no longer needs that. But T is a diagnostic analyzer, so why couldn't you? Fine. Well, okay. That cast that. That's interesting that it couldn't pick up the fact that it is a diagnostic analyzer from there. I mean, I can probably kind of see that. Okay. All right, so now what we need to say here is finding DateTime now analyzer. But what this is going to mess up is, wait, that's, yeah, I did that in the right spot. These are all going to get messed up. Find new, because that's the analyzer we want in play. Okay. So we have to update all the things here and the stuff, that and that, and one more there. Now that shouldn't complain. Now if we come here, this should at least load the right analyzer, and we shall see it still doesn't work. Index was outside the bounds of the Well, this is why. Oh, am I in release? I think I'm in release. I think I'm in release mode, which is fine. Yep. I wish it would, before it loaded the debugger, I wish it would have told me that. Like, it should know my preference that I really don't want to load it. We do get into it. That's good. And what do we see for a member node? We see nothing. Function of value superior. It's DateTime now. Okay. All right. So we get the symbol. Busy. Yeah, I know. It's a property symbol. Oh, yeah. It would be simpler if I did this as a operation, because I get those two won't match, and so you don't get it. Okay. All right. Well, again, this is why you do all the things. This is object creation. What else is there? Is there address of property reference? Indicates an iProperty reference operation. Yeah, but it doesn't help much. What I want is like this. What is that? Simple member access expression. Yeah, because then there's another one. Is there like a view type symbol, view constant? I wish there was a way to see what the operation was. Like, that's an invocation on a method. This is just an access. But how do you know what the operator token is this, but what's the operator itself? I would assume that that would be pretty, like, ubiquitous, if that's the right word. Like operation kind dot, I don't know what's here. Using type pattern, switch, stop, range, property subpattern, indicates an iProperty reference operation. I don't know what an iProperty reference operation is. What's an iProperty reference operation? C#. Oh, Rosalind. iProperty reference operation. Turns out it's really to do with realize size. Exact reporting which. Okay. That looks complicated. You have to walk the parent in the number of cases. We should have a property. We're actually getting info on this. As stated where? Whether our property. Okay, so I think that's basically saying property reference, because we're referencing a property here. So let's do this. Let's say we're going to go into here. We're going to update all the things, which is we're going to say property reference, analyze operator action. which maybe I could use a better name here, but you know, naming's hard. We know naming is hard. Naming is difficult. So I'm going to say that. And now we can say that the var context reference is equal to an iProperty reference operation. Right? So there's no longer a constructor. There is property member kind. It's a kind of operation. This is what they were talking about, though, is it's saying like there should have been like a get or set on there. And that was 2 years ago. So that's the property symbol. Right. Property and then the instance of this type. We can get the property symbol, and then we could also get the DateTime now symbol by saying get type by metadata name. Except here we want to say get, is there properties? That's getting the type, right? And that should be a iname type symbol. Right. Yes. So bang dot, what I'm looking for, I know it's get members. Yeah, I wish they had like a, get all the members of the symbol that have a particular name. Well, the name is what we want, of name of DateTime.now. That's what we want. I mean, there should only be one of these, right? Well, the get members is an immutable array. Okay. If, so we're just going to be a little bit more length is equal to 1, and now we can do this. Because what we want to reference is, if I understand this correctly, is we want to compare the context reference to DateTime now symbol of 0. Because the property reference and that reference should be exactly the same. Okay? Except now what we need to do is context operation syntax. That. And we are going to comment that out for now, and we're going to come back to our finding DateTime now. Run that. Now we'll see if this, oh, of course it failed. Right. Look at that, one pass. So I'm going to do another episode where I'm going to continue working on this analyzer and its code fix. And then we shall, and yeah, I think DateTime, like new DateTime, the same thing I saw with the new GUID is something we want to avoid. We want to, you know, say use something else. I forget what the other one does, but we'll try to get that one in there. So this is unfortunate because I'm trying to get these two in there, but I want to get that package published and then go back to actually starting working on auto merge and have that package available. So I have two analyzers in there that I know how it works, and I can start building cases to see if, like, trying to combine in a string a new GUID and a DateTime now. And no, you don't want that because it should be DateTime UTC now and GUID.newGUID. Yeah, okay. I need more coffee. So I'm going to keep going on this. Thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.